I mean, in software, right? I mean, it's everything. It's people are trying to solve a problem. The problem statements are always different, even for the same software. And you're trying to educate people on especially with Ikigai, we're bringing a new concept to market of how large graphical models, right, are going to change generative AI enterprise data. And yeah, graphical models have been around for a while, but the way we've done it at compute, the way we've pre-built this as an app format, like we have to break it down for people to really get it so we can build up the complexity, right? And any company has that challenge. The other thing I think you hit on an earlier point, which teaching isn't just the rep, it's also the company. It shocks me for how digital we are as humans in 2023. How some software companies have really bad digital presence, and it's important. If you're in sales and you're not seeing a great website, you should be shouting from the rooftops, because great brands, 60% of the sales cycles done before the customer picks up the phone. So when they're hitting your 20 pages of your website and there's spelling errors, or there's logos that are no longer customers, or there's no value cases talking about problems they solve for that people can relate to, I can't stress enough digital presence, its role. And then second question, when sales picks that up, is what have you learned about us? Like, ask some basic questions to know where they're at in their journey. So do I start, to my earlier point, at just teaching about our brand as the first major touch point, or do they want to dive right deep into talking about some level of AI modeling? And so I think the role of teaching is so important, and also understanding a lot of people don't know. I mean, generative AI right now, as an example, even I, like, it's my job now, but I still don't know what large language models truly mean. I've seen it work. I get it. It's cool. And there's a really cool product we're looking at called Rule 5, which is actually taking a lot of this research and stuff. It teaches me about companies really fast. But I just think when you're teaching someone something, whether I always think it's a subconscious earned right in their brain. Now you get a little real estate. They kind of are interested in you. And I remember losing a deal years ago where this woman called me up. She's like, I just want to say, like, and it was such a humbling but also crappy call. She goes, you outsold the competition. We loved everything you brought, people you brought in, the way you ran the cycle. But just like their product just felt more of a fit for us, which for me was like, well, I missed something. I definitely missed something, right? What that was, I don't know. Boy, I saw that woman years later at a Bruins game, and she reiterated it. And I was just like, all right, like, kind of humbling. Like, I brought something, and I just go back to this word teaching, which is, she learned something from me. And people, when you learn something from someone, you take that for the rest of your life.